Hey everybody, El Cheapo Deluxe here. Welcome to the good life. Hey everybody, El Cheapo Deluxe here. How y'all doing today? Doing great, thanks for asking. So a couple weeks ago, I got this Canik SFX Rival and got that beautiful handgun right here. It is empty. Nothing in that chamber. Nothing in that magazine. One more time, nothing in there. I'll let you take a good look. That being said, safety first as always. Let's go ahead and point that in safe direction, pull that trigger. Just release that striker. Um, anyway, so yeah, I bought this SFX Rival. And I had planned on, I had told you I had planned on maybe doing some competition shooting. Still plan on it. I had to do some shopping. So let me show you what I got. First thing I got was this competition belt for holster and mag pouches and such. It's two pieces. It came with a the inner belt that goes through your belt loops, hooks together, and then it's got Velcro on the outside. That attaches to this outer belt. The outer belt's what you hook your holster to, all your mag pouches. This bastard is thick. Look at that. How thick that thing is. Heavy duty. I don't know what's in it. Plastic maybe? But yeah, it's stiff too. So I'm gonna set this here. Inner belt, it just goes through your belt loop and attaches, and like I said, this velcros to it so you can carry around your gun, your mag holsters, mag pouch, and run up and down the pew pew range shooting targets. I'm gonna set this away aside anyway. I'm amazed it fit. I bought the extra large. I was kind of nervous. Thought I was going to have to get a 2X. But yeah, this worked out good. So I got these. This is a black scorpion gear, by the way. I got it on Amazon. Saw some videos on it on YouTube. They gave it some good reviews. They said it's pretty good. I'll take their word for it. Price was right, so we're going to give that a shot. And then I got these mag pouches to go on there. Pull one of these out of the package and show you. I've already had these out of the package and played with them a little bit, so trying to pretend like I haven't, but I did. Okay, got all these little extra screws in here, some extra nuts, and some kind of spacer. I'm not really sure what those are all for because it didn't come with instructions. I'm just gonna have to do some research on the old interweb or maybe YouTube videos, figure out how to do this because I'm not really sure what all these screws are for on here. It looks like it's going to be a pain in the ass, to tell you the truth, but for that price, and like I said, the reviews weren't bad. Does take Allen heads, some hex head Allen wrenches to do all the adjustments, and guess what? Didn't come with them, so got to use my own, which I'm not going to cry about because I like to use my own tools anyway. Might have to dig out my the Allen wrenches, you know, the actual T wrenches, because I got some somewhere. But in the meantime, I'm just going to use these good old Craftsman hex head Allen wrenches, hex keys, whatever you want to call them. And I did check what size I needed. So I do need a 5mm because they're metric. And actually, I can't figure out where these are made at. I think they're made in the United States. I didn't see China or Korea or Brazil, or Mexico, or anything like that printed on the package or on this. So I'm going to assume these were made in the United States. I hope. But anyway, look, Yeah, they're supposed to articulate back and forth this way, so that when you put them on your belt, you can, have them go in whichever direction you want. Whatever's the easiest to pull them out and slam them up into your firearm. They've got tension screws on it to here. I got a magazine right here. The magazine will fit right in there like that. So when it's on your belt, you can just reach down, pull that magazine out, slam it up into your gun. Actually, sit that there. I don't know if you can see it, but back to this gun, still empty. Nothing in the gun. So you'll pull it out. You'll eject one, pull this one up, and slam it in there. So hopefully everything you got everything positioned right. Let's try that. So you've done your last shot, right? You eject that magazine. Grab the next one, put it back up in there, and you're ready to fire again on the pew-pew range, the competitive pew-pew range. So we're going to try that. That gun's still empty, folks. YouTube. Anyway, all right, back to this. Sorry, got sidetracked. 5mm. Goes in this little hole here and into this Allen screw down here, and you loosen it up. You can see what I mean by articulating. It's a big word for somebody like me, isn't it? Yeah, it'll go on the belt like that. So when your mag is in there, you can have it whichever direction you want. Make it easiest for you to grab. And that's all going to take some figuring out what position I want them in. But we're gonna give these a try. If any of you have ever used these before, let me know what you think of them. Like I said, the reviews and everything I saw on YouTube, they're pretty good. They had a couple different kinds, so I really wasn't sure what I was buying. But like I said, the price was right. They're budget friendly. It's just going to take some thinking. Like I said, didn't come with any directions. Just going to have to think about how these go on the belt and how I want to put them. Now, the other Allen head we're going to need is, I figured out, was the 2mm. And that is for all these little adjustment screws here. So if you look at the size of that opening and that belt it's got to go on, that's tight. It's real tight. So it looks to me like this whole back piece has to come off. And then you put it together on the belt. And if that's the case, you're gonna have to pull them. You're gonna have to pull that off of there every time. You make your little adjustments until you get it where you want. So it's gonna take some work. So that's not something I'm gonna do on camera, because you guys are gonna sit here and watch me, and you're gonna end up pushing stop and go find something else to watch. I don't want that to happen. So it looks to me like you got to go in here, loosen up these screws, and there's 4 of them. You got to move this out of the way to get to the other ones somehow. Yeah. Wow. Am I going to even be able to get? Yeah, there. Just got to kind of get to it. So you got to do that. Then back off, and then get them where you want on the belt. Tighten them up, and guess what? If that's not where you wanted them, got to go through that again. So if you had experience with these, let me know the best way to go about that. Maybe the best way is put these back in the package and ship them back to Black Scorpion and try something else. I don't know. You tell me. Some links or some comments down below. But I got these because I like the red. They're aluminum. Well, that is. The rest of this is all plastic, but that's aluminum. And I like the red kind of matches Chiefs colors. But yeah, I haven't ordered the holster yet. Still kind of looking at them. I think I found one I like. Been watching some different stuff on YouTube to see what feature in that holster I might want. It's still all new to me. Like I said, it's competitive shooting stuff, but I'm gonna give it a try. So that's what I'm saying. I don't want to spend $1,000 on equipment to begin with to find out I'm not as good a shot as I thought I was, or I can't run up and down that course. I think that'd be the case more than the shooting, is not being able to go up and down the course. But I'm gonna give it a try. Might be something fun. I'm sure it would be fun. I'm sure it's going to be a good time, and a lot of good people out there doing it. So that's really what I'm looking forward to. Just meeting some new people that like to shoot guns, and a little bit of competition. So I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit, and once I get it figured out, I'm gonna come back and show you what I figured out. But in the meantime, if I'm doing something wrong, or well, you're not gonna know if I'm doing nothing wrong or not because you won't be watching me. But I should be able to figure out if I'm doing something wrong. But you can tell me what you think about these, and I can go from there. Oh, look what else I got. I bought 3 of these, by the way. Bought 3 of those, by the way. But I got this 4th one. It's just a magnet that goes on that belt. That is, I'm sure that those of you that do the competitive shooting know what that's for. It's for that. Man, that's a strong magnet. Wow. I think some shooters use them for like their first magazine they put in their gun, or I think a lot of them use it for like at the end of the course when they're done. They drop that magazine. Instead of putting it in their pocket or trying to find them, they just, it's easy to stick it on that magnet while they clear their gun and let the range officer make sure the gun's cleared and safe before they put it back in their holster. But yeah, that's a strong ass magnet. I don't know that I would use it to try to draw a magazine off of to get in my gun. That thing's strong. I know I'm over exaggerating it, but dude, I kid you not, that is a strong magnet. You almost got to slide it off because you ain't pulling it off, that's for sure. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna find out what all these little screws for, the spacers. I think spacers have something to do with this, making it for double stacks or single stacks or whatever. But I put a double stack mag in there, so obviously it's already set up for double stacks. Yeah, I don't know. We'll play with them some more. I'll let you know when I find out. But in the meantime, tell me if you know anything about these. There's something better I should try. Keep it budget friendly though. I'd be happy to try it, but I want to be budget friendly at first just in case my legs give out on this pew pew course and I can't run back and forth shooting targets. I'm just going to have to go back the old standing still shooting targets. But appreciate you watching. Check out some of the other videos. Like, share, subscribe. Come back and see me again. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I really appreciate you tuning in. So hopefully you got this far and you're laughing with me and not at me. So y'all take care, be safe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps.